Alright, video gamers, we have successfully finished another brand new heckin' incredible video game. Final Paradise is a game that I've been to play for a long while. I think Doin said that he told me to play this in like 2001, so it's been 4 years in the making. It's one of those games that is just like, it's a lot of reading and it's on stream and it's emotional and you have to get invested in it, so it's always hard to like be in that mood to be like, oh, I really want to just feel sad and emotional now, but we rolled it on the wheel and I'm happy we played it. It's oh, the hell? I just knocked everything off my desk here. 1 second. It's I think, you know, just to have a preface to go from. I think that first of all, I think the music is too loud still, but can I set it to like 1% in Windows? That's my volume thing. There. There we go. To the Moon, I think, is a better game overall. Just because I think it plays less on all of the... Oh, the music stopped. Oh, starting again. It plays... Oh. Let me put it a little bit up again, I guess. I guess it gets progressively louder, but... I think that To the Moon plays a little bit better on the whole aspect of, like, what they're trying to do, and tells a more grounded story overall, I would say. I don't remember all the details of it. I remember there's so much, like, weird stuff in it, like zombies and things like that, but this one feels a little bit more meta-narrative in a way. And they do deal with some, like, evolutions of the world building here, so I think that makes sense. But I definitely got harder by To the Moon. But I think this is a good job. It's weird because throughout it I was like, I wasn't really feeling it. But then you get to the end again, I'm just like, kind of like To the Moon. It's just like, for some reason the way that they kind of like encapsulate the narrative at the end just really like gets my emotional bubbles going for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like the fact that this person is about to die and this is like the last thing they're experiencing, or the fact that they're getting to like, there's like a reunion in this game, right, between this imaginary friend that he had growing up, that he invested so much time into and that he had a relationship with, that he just kind of lost. And I guess the implication that he kind of lost that ability of himself because he figured that the Sigmund Corp would just like fix it for him, right? Like, oh, I don't have to like do anything because Sigmund Corp will fix it for me. They will fix my memories, right? When the implication here is that I guess he fixed it himself. I don't know. Maybe that's what was in the book. Maybe like that was the final story he wrote, was him coming to terms with his life and his imaginary girlfriend in the book. But yeah, it's just pretty emotional. There's something really like emotional about the fact too that like in the first game, what's her name again? Not Rabbit. River. In the first game, River is dead already, right? So that like you don't necessarily get that separation of like what's happening in real life, what's happening in the memory. Like there is, there's still their daughter, or whoever that lady is, but in this that like sad realization that like all the stuff happening in this guy's head, his wife doesn't get to experience that, right? Like he doesn't see that final moment where he leans down and kisses her on the head, and just that's just overall pretty sad, I think. But in like a good way. Music in this was great. I loved the song at the end. That was great. I think just like To the Moon, the game does suffer in a way where it's like, number one, if these games were voiced, they'd probably be significantly more popular. Not to say that they're not popular. I think they're pretty popular. Finding Paradise Steam. It's probably not like millions of copies sold, but I mean this game has 16,000 reviews on Steam, so you know they're doing fine. But I think if the games were voiced, that would add a lot to the games. Like actually, I think it would like make the game significantly better in a lot of ways. Especially because the writing is so good, right? It's not like the writing wouldn't work if spoken. If anything, it would probably work even better. But I think that would be like a big thing that I would appreciate in these games. Like just go voice them, just get them fully voiced, even if it costs money, right? You can afford it at this point. You've made a bunch of successful games, so I would probably voice them. I think that's a good choice. I mean, worst case, just have a voice toggle or whatever if people don't want this game's voice to them. Because I think that would add a lot to the emotion of everything, right? Like having actual voice actors play out the voices and say the things. I think, I guarantee to the moon, I would cry. This I'd probably cry too if it was voiced. And you know, minor gripe, but there's a lot to be said for like what a game is, right? There's a lot of discussion about like what is a game, and stuff like Immortality, despite having less controls than this, I would say like that needs to be a game. That's a narrative that has to be told in a game. Those to the moon have to be told through the narration of a game. With the way the gameplay is right now, like this might be better as like a short movie or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that it doesn't work as a game. It's just that I don't know if they're taking full advantage of the gameplay genre without kind of forcing gameplay elements in, right? Like in this, we have the like fly on the paper airplane and shoot, and we have the do the Hadouken fight. But it does feel like a little bit tacked on to me, so it kind of feels like I guess I would want these games to start taking more advantage of the fact that they're games. Which, you know, maybe that's an engine problem, maybe it's a you know, programming capability problem, maybe it's an imagination problem, maybe they don't care about that. That's fine. That's just my personal opinion. Like if I for me, To the Moon was really good, and this game is good too, but it does suffer a little bit in like the gameplay department, right? Like I said at the start of when we started this game, I was like, what if this game was like 3D? Like let's say you made this in the goddamn Unreal Engine or something, right? Like what could you actually do with the game, and would that be more interesting? And I would honestly say, yeah, that would probably like work better for the game, because then you might be able to adapt some of these like gameplay moments in a little bit more, and you could kind of like explore a 3D environment a bit, which could be really cool, right? Like maybe able to actually pick up a book and like look through it. That could be cool. And I'd love to see these like scenes from a third-person perspective too. I think that could be great. So, you know, that's maybe like a thing that you could have improved on these games, but let's see. Finding Paradise. Finding Paradise. That's the right game. Save this. We played Finding Paradise for 5.8 hours. Finding Paradise, time to beat. I wonder what people that have given this game. Oh, not time to beat. Open. I don't know people that have rated this game negatively have to say about it. That's always interesting to me. It has 400 negative reviews out of 18,000 reviews. Before we look at that though. And on scale, 10 flows about space, 9 never should play this, 8 good experience worth playing, 7 good play if sounds fun, 6 alright, play if you like the genre, 5 average, 4 still functioning game, 3 barely worth playing, 2 everyone should avoid this, 1 no redeemable qualities. I think I gave To the Moon like an 8.9, and I think that's very fair for that game, because that game really hit on a lot of places. This game didn't really capture me too much until the end. I said this too, the dialogue is well enough written that I was never bored of reading, but I wasn't really like too into it. It feels like we're working on like a meta-narrative that's not evolving fast enough either. I kind of feel like a little bit like stuck there, I guess. But, I'd downgrade this a whole score. And the only reason I'm saying that is because To the Moon feels like a game I could recommend to anyone. I'd be like, you should play To the Moon. Almost everyone. I'd be like, you know, To the Moon, great. That's a lovely game. Doesn't take long to finish. Has a great story in it. Self-contained, awesome. With this one, I'm on the same page a little bit, where I would say, like, if you really like To the Moon, play this. You will have a good time with this. But it would be hard for me to like recommend this individually, right? It'd be hard to be like, oh yeah, you should play Finding Paradise. Oh, it's a great game, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty fair for it. I think putting it at a 7.9 is pretty fair. It has an 8.6 on OpenCritic, so pretty reasonable score from the Endalines. Let's see what negative things people have to say about it. I wish I could give this a mixed review. The concept and game are intriguing, and the most story is engaging. However, I'm incredibly disappointed by the big reveal. After tension and mystery that builds, it turns out that the close imaginary friend. This is so incredibly anticlimactic and overwhelming. This whole scene where they're on top of the hill and Faye is telling him to let her go. I just cannot believe an imaginary friend is the root of what is supposed to be moving and dramatic story. What a missed opportunity, not to mention all the little regrets he had throughout his life were mundane at worst. Whatever empathy the player is supposed to build for Colin's life, the execution completely missed the mark. I'll probably play the next game in the hopes that continuation of the saga is a bit more believable, but wow, I'm disappointed. I don't think I agree with this. I think maybe they could have done a better job of making it seem like Colin was very lonely and didn't have anyone to be around. They did a decent job with it, with like with him being home, and then his parents are like, "Oh, we're leaving," and then he sits down to watch TV or whatever. Right? It's just him. But I think they did a pretty good job with that, and I thought it was good. But maybe it hit a bit closer to home, I guess. Like the idea that he's just kind of like hiding in this imaginary world with this imaginary girl, right? It's like it's a story he's writing, and he's like stuck in the story. That it and Faye makes it clear that he's like rewritten the story multiple times, right? So he has his book, and he's like pulled all the pages out and he's replaced them, and then he's written the same story over and over and over again. I should do this, but I'm doing an interim review. I played this game for exactly 2 reasons: because it was supposed to have a good story, and because it was supposed to be short. I'm so fucking tired of games that extend over 40 hours so far. But I found out the graphics suck, the controls suck, can't even use a controller, the navigation sucks, the gameplay and the game itself sucks. And so far, even the story sucks. Maybe I'll try again just to see if the story picks up, since the story was the only reason I even bothered with it. But if not, as of 1.9 hours into it, the game sucks. What games does this guy play? Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy? Oh, it doesn't work with the controller? I mean, fair, I guess. You liked her story? He did not like Lord of the Rings. Is this the card game? I have that on my list. It might even be on the wheel. I think this is the card game. I have that on my list. Beyond Two Souls you liked? Little Hope? Didn't like Little Hope? That was the best one. He didn't like Baldur's Gate 3 and he played it for 11 hours? Cassandra around 40 hour mark, but so far it's boring as hell. Maybe if you're willing to invest fun around in the game, it gets good, but no way in hell I'm doing that. This is just does. I made a point of this where I said that you have 2 types of people. You have people that leave positive reviews, but people that leave negative reviews. I feel like this kind of like proves the point a little bit. Like there's so many negative reviews here compared to the positive ones. This dude played this for 0.3 hours. Did I Final Fantasy 16? Oh, nice. That's good. Didn't finish it. Played 100 hours of it. I agree that the controls suck and that the navigation sucks and that the gameplay sucks, but the graphics are fine, I would say. Borderline, not even a game. Honestly, I agree. Borderline, not even a game. Immature dialogue. Ugh. Are you winning? I'm just reading the negative reviews. We finished the game. Most boring attempt at ambition falling short of execution as to fall to the moon. It attempts to wave another tale of memory manipulation, deathbed wishes, but almost in nearly every aspect. Where to the moon balances its emotional core with. Wait, did I save? I don't know if I saw a picture, by the way. Well, now introduce some interesting ideas for the memory containment, but it's too little too late. I kind of agree with people a little bit. What's the biggest positive review though? I bet if you did a demographic check, Tank Focus over. Well, guess what? We're playing Imposter Factory. Why do you guys hate? Why do you guys hate sad games? It's just a little sad game. This one looks way cooler. Look at this one. I got bored before I got sad. Oh, that's fair. Let me go here.